What we've got, John, is a mobile application that sits on the EP10 device. You'll be able to see harsh acceleration, harsh braking and harsh cornering, and really give you a good test about how good or bad a driver you really are.
And talk to me about the dials and what they all mean.
On the left-hand corner here, we've got harsh braking and harsh acceleration. You'll see the dial will move as and when you're going faster or slower. The right dial, we've got speed using GPS, so it's a lot more accurate than the speedometer in your vehicle. In the centre one, we've got a summary of your driving style for today, for this journey. And as you can see at the moment, we've got good and poor to the right. You're right bang on in the centre. The sweet spot for this application is white van man, couriers, transport logistics companies, engineers driving vans and vehicles. You're already in the orange zone by doing some harsh acceleration, harsh braking.
No, I didn't actually feel that I'd accelerated so harshly.
This system's going to make you become a better driver. What will happen is as you start to drive the vehicle better, every 10 minutes we're going to give you some back.
Okay.
So you can get back to good style driving behaviour.
So it's measuring my average during the duration of my journey, basically.
So the way it works is on the device itself, on the EP10, there's some great sensors that are built into there. So we're taking information from those sensors and we're showing it to the driver visually and audibly. So it shows you how you're driving the vehicle, but also what it's doing in the background, it's sending all of that information over the mobile phone networks back to your back office. So in there you'll see a top 50 best and worst drivers in the fleet as well. So we can incentivise good driving and we can retrain people for poor driving. But what you don't need to do as a company is invest into driver performance and driver training skills. This solution replaces that need.
I don't feel like I'm driving that badly.
What tends to happen in normal driving conditions when you've been a driver for a long time in a vehicle, you tend to drive the vehicle the way you think you should drive it. This solution is telling you how to drive the vehicle. Lots of larger fleets at the moment are looking at this, one for fuel savings obviously, because of the cost of fuel at the moment, but the other thing they're looking for as well is driver safety. When a driver drives one of their vehicles, they have a duty of care to protect that driver as well, about how well they're driving that vehicle. So this solution gives instant feedback over the mobile phone networks back to their offices so they can see how well their drivers are performing.
Harsh acceleration. Harsh right corner.
We haven't travelled, hundreds of miles, but your driving performance is already in the red zone. So now what we're going to do, John, is we're going to change the configuration of the vehicle to sports car. We'll see if that throws off less events for you as we drive along. Okay, so we'll reset back to green. We've gone from amber back to yellow and soon we're heading back to green. So every 10 minutes we're giving you something back.
That's giving me information about my performance right here, right now.
The office can see exactly what you're doing. So they can see their league tables. They can drill down to the individual driver as well and see how they're performing. Okay. What we're also doing, we're going to anomalise all the data and share that data in one website. So you'll be able to go on there and look at how your fleet's performing.
What's your synopsis of my drive today?
Well, as you can see, John, you're back in the green, so really well done. That's fantastic driving. One thing that's been nice to see today is that the improvements in your performance from the very first take, where we're in the red zone and you thought we were a little bit sensitive. Now back in the green zone on the second take, so yeah, it's good. So those changes that he'd made in his driving style, just in the short period of time that we've been out driving, make a significant difference. So it's very typical of drivers like ourselves who are in vehicles. So what we're going to try and do is educate the market for drivers to be able to improve their efficiencies over a period of time.